Sometimes children begin noticing that certain behavior inside the home suddenly changes when other people are present. The adults may sound tense privately. The atmosphere may feel uncomfortable, but the moment other people arrive, everything suddenly feels different. The adults may begin sounding calmer, they may begin acting warmer, and the child may immediately notice that something no longer feels consistent. This is often where children begin paying closer attention to everything they do. Because if behavior inside the home keeps changing depending on who is watching, the child may slowly begin learning that certain reactions are safer than others. Something may begin feeling off before the child fully understands why. So without realizing it, the child may begin watching their own behavior constantly. They may begin thinking about what they say, how they act, how other people may react to them. This is often when self-monitoring begins quietly forming. Over time, repeated inconsistency can slowly teach the child that emotional safety may depend on behaving the right way at the right time. Instead of feeling free to act naturally, the child may begin studying themselves constantly. They begin learning that behavior inside relationships may suddenly change without warning. So staying aware of every action starts feeling important. Some people describe this as a narcissistic family pattern when it happens repeatedly. Because over time, protecting how the family looks to other people may begin becoming more important than what the child is actually experiencing privately. And when this happens repeatedly, the child may slowly begin learning that another person's image can matter more than their own emotional reality. What often happens is the child begins noticing that acting naturally may sometimes create tension depending on who is present. So the child slowly begins studying their own behavior more carefully in order to avoid triggering discomfort around the adults. Repeated exposure to this can gradually teach the child that being themselves does not always feel emotionally safe. This can become a very normal response when children repeatedly experience contradictory behavior. If this happens once, it may simply be a difficult moment. But when it repeats, children may begin questioning what version of themselves feels safest to show. In healthy families, children do not have to constantly monitor their own behavior in order to maintain emotional safety around the adults in their environment. This can help explain why some adults later feel hyper-aware of how they act around other people, because repeated exposure may have slowly taught them that behavior always needs to be carefully managed. Your self-awareness may make more sense than you realized. Recognizing the pattern helps explain why constantly monitoring yourself may have felt necessary for a very long time. If this helped put words to your experience, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This channel exists to help you recognize narcissistic and manipulative patterns calmly, clearly, and without blame, so you can understand what is happening and trust yourself again. And when children grow up learning that certain emotions or behaviors feel safer around other people, another emotional pattern often begins developing underneath that experience. In the next video, we will look at why children begin feeling pressured to act happy around others. Click here to watch.